everyone, it's me, Gamer Girl Chivine, aka Chibs, and I am back. Hello, and welcome to those of you who are new to the channel. I hope you're all doing well, and I hope you're enjoying already the weekend. I know I am so far. There is going to be a couple things that are going on this evening, so I want to make sure you guys are in the loop, in the know. I was not feeling my best the other day, so I had to cancel my stream. To make up for that, tonight we're going to be playing 2 different games. Not just 1, but 2. Which is awesome. And who doesn't like that? I mean, come on, right? Yay! Exactly. So I'm looking forward to that. We're going to be showcasing more ESO house builds, which will be really, really cool and lots of fun. And then doing a little bit of PvE. And then I'm going to take a short break. And then after that, well, who doesn't like The Witcher? I mean, come on, right? I know I do.
Toss a coin to your Witcher.
Playing the game, Gwent.
Oh, Valley of Plenty. Oh.
So I hope you guys look forward to that. But like I said, after I do the house tours, PvE, short little break, then we're going to be switching over to the game Gwent. I hope you guys can make it to all of it. That would be wonderful. But if you can't, that's okay. No worries. And keep in mind, when I do these specific house tour builds and showcase them, if you miss out on today's stream, don't worry about it. That's okay, because I always make sure to also post them on my YouTube channel. And you can check it out there in case you're saying, oh, I really wanted to check out that. You have 14 days on Twitch, but then after that, they take it off because, well, you know, that's just the way Twitch works. Unless you're way up there and, you know, you're a total, like, well, I'm just an affiliate. But if you're like a, you know, Prime, Uber, like, streamer kind of thing and whatnot, and then yeah, you get to have it for a lot longer. I don't, unfortunately. So it's only 14 days, but then afterwards, that's it. So I always try to make sure you guys are in the loop, in the know, and if you want to go back and look at it for reference, you can do so on my YouTube channel. All right, let's not waste any more time on this. Let us start up the game on Elder Scrolls ESO. Give it a second here. I hope you guys can hear everything. I know sometimes when I play different games, I have to tweak stuff and whatnot. And yes, we are on the North American server. Yes. Okay, let's play. Loading screens, gotta love them. Not really. No, not really. And we're gonna finish off also with the storyline where we last left off. And I want to complete that, which will be really good. But before we do that, let's do the house tour. Now, I last parked my tune in Craglorn because while I was doing Ritz earlier, and I wanted to showcase something to you guys that I think is super cool. If you haven't done it yet, I highly recommend it. Just give me a second here. It's especially slow today with these loading screens. Yeah, you Bethesda. Come on. Think. Grinding beans. Think a little bit more. It was really bad actually a couple days ago. Took forever just to get in. There we go. All right. Now, if you guys haven't had a chance, I highly recommend this. If you go to your activity finder, if you haven't seen it yet, well, under the Golden Pursuits, okay? And I finished this. And I recommend this because last time they had this, last month, you got a free house. If you missed out on that because you didn't do it, that's really too bad because the house is huge and it's freaking awesome. I'm not gonna lie. This month they did again 3 different tiers And the first tier is you get 15,000 gold. That's not bad. The second tier is really, really worth it. Okay. It is a wonderful, beautiful statue piece of Molag Bal Harvester. And it is interactive. And then lastly, you get the Golden Honor, which is a non-combat pet. And it's super, super cute. All right, now before I do anything, let me go to one of my houses so I can actually show you what it looks like, because those pictures are super tiny. We will do that first. And if you missed out on the house that was available, that was given out last month, I'll just go quickly. I won't go through the tour. I did a tour of that on one of the other streams. Now, where is it now? Where are you? Oh, there it is. Yeah, the Grand Gallery of Tamriel. The Rift Museum Home. We'll go there just quickly so I can show you those 2 items. And then you can see the outside of the house. And then after that, then I'll do the tour. Not of this, but some other houses. I have to figure out which ones I want to do for that still. This house is wonderful. I haven't even started on it. I have still a bunch of other houses that I'm working on as we speak. I need to be done first before I can then even consider tackling this. It is huge, massive. This is what it looks like when it's raining outside. Okay, but let me bring up that particular piece. Now, where would that be? Is that under... No, not parlor. No. Structures. No. I think maybe lighting, because it does light up. It's pretty cool. No. What the heck is it? I had it. Oh, wait a second. I went too fast. I think. No, that's a statuette. Shoot, where is it? Ah! There it is. Woohoo! Yeah, so you're thinking, oh, well, it's not that big when you look at it. Actually, it's a pretty decent size. I'll show you. Just so you have an idea for reference of scale. And you can have it lit up if you wish, or you can just turn it off and just have it plain if you prefer that. But I think when it's lit up, that looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. You get that, and then the other thing you get, so that's second, you get the gold, then you get that, the second tier, and then the other thing you get, where is it here? Actually, no, the non-combat pet. I don't know if they consider this exotic, but of course, I have so many non-combat pets. My goodness, I don't know if I'll be able to find it. What is it called again? Hold on. Sorry, guys. So I'm not scrolling through and I miss it. It is Golden Honor. Okay. And it's so cute. It looks like if you had like Cadwell as a skin or something like that, you definitely could play with this because it has the same pot on its head. It's so, so cute. One sec here. What did I say? Golden Honor? Yeah, something like that. I'm getting distracted. I swear I have ADHD sometimes. I haven't been diagnosed, but I really wonder sometimes. Let's go to collections. Non-common pet. Yeah, so A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. That's too far up. G, that's H. There it is! So let's look at this. Isn't he cute? Oh my goodness. Little, what is it? Phantom Guar? The chicken's basically on ESO. And he's, yeah. Meet my faithful steed. Honor is the name of it. He's always getting into my foodstuffs. Has an appetite of a mammoth and the cunning of a fox at one. By Sir Cadwell. And yeah, the only way you can get this, and the other thing I just showcased, is if you do that, you snooze, you lose, and you will not be able to get it again. So I highly recommend, if you had the time, shouldn't take you too long to do, I would do it. And if you're wondering, well, how do you do that? You only need to complete 18 of these different items. And if you look at them, they're actually quite easy to do. You do a total of 20 quests, but it's separated 5 and then 15. Defeat 150 enemies. And as you scroll through, it'll show you all the different things that you can do. Pickpocketing, laundering. Well, if you pickpocket 15, then you launder the 15. That's 2 right there, done, right? Loot 50 containers. Visit 5 people's houses or your own houses if you have different ones. Furnishing, killing world bosses, there's a bunch. And even checking in, what is it, 5 times? Yeah, claim rewards from the daily logging calendar. Well, if you do that 5 times, there's another thing done. And it doesn't take that long at all. I was working on some other things at the same time and was working on that as well, and yeah, I got it done in like under 2 hours pretty much. It doesn't take long at all. And you don't have to do it all in one go. You have until, I believe, the end of the month, but once it's past that, that's it. And you can't get it again. But I thought, yeah, this one was definitely worth it. The one last month for sure. For the house, this house is huge. It's just massive. And that's just like the outside, and you haven't even seen the backside or even the inside. And if you missed it, you can go check it out down below. You can look at my previous streams, or you can look at it on my YouTube channel as well. All right, now, enough about this. No. Let's see. I want to go to collections. I want to look at houses. We're going to do another tour. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to do stable, a classic, a notable home. Not exactly sure. I have a hunch in each and every one of those classes. If you're curious, like, well, what's the difference, Chibs? Well, stable is the smallest class. Classic is, well, mid-range kind of thing. And notable is the largest possible, hence why this house is considered a notable home. Now let's see if I go through this, because I can't remember unless I look at this off the top of my head. Gotta go through it. Haven't showed you guys that one. Most of these are like the room inns, and then I have a couple that are kind of like small houses. Haven't shown you this one. Yes. This one, I don't think so. That one I'm still working on. No. This one, yes. That one, yes. And that one, no. And then from the classic homes, yes, you guys have seen that. No, not yet. Yes. No, not yet. Yes. Still working on that one. And that one, yes. And then the notable, let's see. You haven't seen that. which is pretty good. I like that one. You have seen this one in the past. If you haven't, you have to check out the older streams. That one I'm still have to work on. It's a big one. This one, another big one. It's going to take me some time because I still am working on the others first. This one I haven't showcased. I mean, I could do that one, maybe. This one I haven't yet. That one, yes. This one, no. This one almost done, just a little bit more. That one still have to do quite a bit. And then that one we just showcased last stream. It was this one and the witch's house I showed last stream. I think what we are going to do, let me see, we'll do a staple home, but I'm thinking probably either, let me look, that's in Summerset. Where's the other one? Oh, that's Ardon. And then, yes, let's do the Summerset houses first, because I can show you this one first, and then I'll show you the bigger one. Okay, let's do that. We are going to go to the Golden Gryphon Garret. Let's check out the outside first. Ta-da! Travel to there. Alright, now this, you gotta go into this room over here. It's the Alinor Inn. This one isn't free. You have to pay for this one, okay? Unlike the other inn suites, they are free. Not sure why. I don't know. And this is located right there. And which is right there. And if you zoom out even further, there you go. So this is Summerset, right? You're gonna go to that house. And then there's another house. Where is it? I think it's on like, I want to say it's on here. Oh yeah, there it is. This one. The Colossal Aldmeri Grotto. Alright, we're gonna go to that one because it's out in the water. And that's the big one. But for now, we're just gonna go and check out this house and get that done first. Okay, now. Oh, hello. Got some people here. Well, you're not coming in right now. I just got out of their place, their instance of the game. And I'll just show you how I decorated this room. All right. I'm gonna go into first person here. Or actually, no, I'll go out first. And then I'll do a walkthrough. And it does not come with the fireplace. And it does not come with that. I had to put those in separately. And it's just a simple room. But it's actually very, very nice. I like it. And I decorated it this way. It's huge. It's like vaulted ceilings. Like, look at it. Way up there. Okay. I'm going to just walk through so you can see all the different items. And then that way I'll go over it and you'll see exactly what was used. You know what I mean? And I try to keep a lot of the pieces, if I can, similar to the house. So it matches. I have my own storage coffer because I thought, you know, why not for extra storage? And then these are the Alinor pieces that I chose for the chairs and the table. And then this lovely fireplace. It's so beautiful. You don't have to put in a fireplace. I just loved it and I thought it was a wonderful piece. And I thought, how are people supposed to stay warm in this room? And that's why I thought, well, I'll just put the fireplace in there. Because if I chose any of the other fireplaces, don't get me wrong, they're nice, but they do not match the color of the stone at all. And this is high elf Alinor style. It's very pristine, very beautiful, not casual at all. And I thought it just wouldn't match if I put in any other type of stove or fireplace or anything like that, right? And it fit perfectly and it blends in nicely, and it's nice because it kind of goes with the shape, the arches here, and I thought that was probably the best place to put it, up along that wall. And yeah, and then I chose the carpet, green here, and then we have, it's really pretty wardrobe. And I love these chairs. I just think they're so pretty. The armchair, the backless. I like the design of the fabric. It's just beautiful. It's so pretty. And then I thought, you know, match it with the nice table, mirror setup. Put it in the corner, kind of make it not so harsh, really flat up against the walls, and just add some color. Hence why I added these trees again. And because it's so tall and grandeur, I went with these curtains, tucked it in, just to kind of frame a little bit softer around the windows. And then did the shorter, because they come in two different lengths, either the short, or there's one that's really tall, but I like the short in this case. I thought that was more than enough. And then again, the little side table, some greenery again to match on this side. And I didn't go with a huge bed. I just thought, you know, this is a rental suite, and if I have too many big pieces with that fireplace, it's just going to be way too overwhelming, and it's just going to make it look really crowded and bleh. I didn't like that idea. And I always, my signature thing that I tend to do is I put benches at the end of the beds, because, you know, it's extra seating, and then you have a place to, you know, put your shoes or place your backpack or something like that as you're getting ready and whatnot. And I also liked this style and the material, and I thought it added, again, some more color, pop of color. And then this isn't one unit, it's two bookshelves, but they are put together. Now, unfortunately, I wish I could put more other than these pieces here that you'll see. The only other thing that I did over here is I put this, because my goodness, like, look at how huge, it's just gigantic that wall is. And I thought, okay, let's add again more detail. We did the Alinor window box, and I thought, oh, I like that with the purple, and then the Alinor tapestry, just to kind of follow up a bit. And I didn't see any point to put anything above that. That would just be a bit much. And I thought that was more than enough. And it looks pretty. And then we have Fazez and a zombie here, in case I have to sell anything or do some banking, then I can do that in this room easily enough, with no fuss, no muss, that kind of thing. And this room, in case you're wondering, is 30 pieces. Again, you go through 30 pieces so quickly for some of these rooms. I don't have special furnishings. I have 2 collectible furnishings and 2 special collectibles. The 2 are Azabi and Fazez, and then what was the other one? The collectible. Oh yes, I have. This is considered, yeah, the storage coffer, and then this piece here, the little statue of Debella. Yeah, I thought that was appropriate considering the flowers and all that and whatnot, right? But yeah, this is maxed out. Otherwise, I wish I could have put more in these shelves. As is, I could only put what I had, and that was it. Anymore, and no, I wouldn't be able to fit anything else. But not too bad, though, otherwise. And I wish, this is the thing that's frustrating. It's almost like Bethesda knows this, right? 9 times out of 10, most of the bookshelves are always empty. And don't get me wrong, yes, maybe they thought, well, then it gives people the option to fill it however they wish with whatever they want in there. That's great, but why don't you make 2 different options? One with like books in the bookshelves versus one with no books at all. Then if players want, then they can have the choice of one or the other. Because this is really unfortunate because as you can see, I have to put separate books and collections in the different shelves, and then that's it, right? And each one adds up, and then that's less for the entire room, which kind of sucks. That's my only gripe, if I have to make any. But other than that, love this room. Very, very pretty. I really like the Alinor style. It's very beautiful. The white marble, or maybe it's limestone, I'm not 100% sure, but it's very nice with the contrast of the wood, as you can see. But again, kind of limited. You can only put that fireplace there or bang right up against this wall. I mean, I could have, but as you can see here, that only goes up to there, which is pretty much the top of this tapestry. And then you still have all this open space up above. And I thought, you know, really, I think it makes more sense to put it over here to the right because of this design with the wooden arches. It just kind of fit really, really nicely. And then have just the chairs and tables there. Have your meal or whatever, place to sit with your guests, that kind of thing, just chat. This is what I came up with. Again, you can do whatever you want with these rooms, however you wish. These are just suggestions. If you like them, great. If you want to copy them, cool. And if it gives you some inspiration, even better. Hey, Fazez. And there we go. And this is what you get with 30 items for this particular room. If you decide to go with this style. Like I said, you can mix and match. I do that sometimes. Sometimes there's pieces that I'm like, I really want this in there or that in there, but they don't have it in this style. But they have it in some other style. And surprisingly enough, it kind of works, and you can mishmash and do whatever you want. Or you could just use this room for storage. That's another thing. If you need more storage, put it in here. You can use this to taxi too. If you're like, oh, I don't have enough money to go to the Way Shrine, or I'm too cheap to travel. I don't want to spend all my money on that. Again, you just go on the map. You go, I need to go to Summerset. More specifically, Alinor. Now, where do I go to do so? Well, I don't want to spend 73 gold. But I do want to get to Alinor. I know. I have a house there. I'll just travel there. And you can do that. You can fast travel to houses, which is great if you have the house available and unlocked for yourself. And that's where it's located. The Golden Gryphon Garret. All right. Now we're going to go to the Colossal Aldmeri Grotto next. And just let me get out of here. Before I do that, I want to show you where this is a little bit better because I just kind of walked in, didn't I? I didn't really go to the very beginning. It puts you just outside the door, but so you guys have a bit better idea, what I'll do is I'll go to the very beginning of this inn so you can see where to go. It's all the way up the stairs here, but go down here. Oops. And again, there's all these stairs. And now I'm lost here. Oh, there's the front door. I really wish they didn't have loading screens every time you went through a door. That can be a bit annoying, I'm not gonna lie. But they have a lot of stuff they have to load in, so that's why they do it. I just wish they had a better way of doing it. Alright. And it is right here. That's what the inn looks like. And it has this little sign for the stables, it says over there. And then yeah, you just walk in there and go up 2 flights of stairs. And then the house, or the suite rather, is there if you wish. Alright, let's go to my other one, housing. Go to notable homes. Where are you? Oh! Which one was I thinking of? Oh, that's not the one. I said the other one, didn't I? Where is that one? No. 1 second, guys. Sorry about that. It's like do. Wait a second, hold on. What? Am I losing my marbles? I might be. Colossal Aldmeri Grotto. What? Okay. Oh, that one! Yes, we could go to that one. That wasn't the one I was thinking. That's hilarious. But yes, we could do that one. I was thinking actually in my mind. I got confused. I was like, oh, we'll go to this one, the Grand Sigic Villa. Silly Chibs. But that's okay. Yeah, I haven't showed you guys this one. And since it's right there, we'll do that one too. My mistake, I'm so sorry. Yes. This is the Colossal Aldmeri Grotto, the Captain's Grotto. And it's also in Summerset. And also, like, the Grand Sigic Villa is... Oh, sorry, RTM, yeah. Yeah, but I get confused because this house, the Grand Sigic Villa, when Summerset came out, they had a promotional thing going on when it first came out. And if you got the game and you played, like, and unlocked all the different areas of the map, and they had to reach a certain number, and each level then you got, what was it, a mount, I think gold, and then you got this house for free. They do not offer that house for free anymore, obviously. That was a one-time kind of special sort of promotional marketing thing they did, and I got that house for free. But let's go to the, yes, Colossal Aldmeri Grotto. Let's do that one because it's in the same area. All right, I'm gonna go to the outside first. This one's actually a really cool house. I like it because, as I mentioned when I was streaming, a few streams back actually, going over these houses, I mentioned this idea, I swear to God, to not one, but a couple of different friends that I know on different guilds. And this is before this came out. I swear that Bethesda has either gremlins or feelers, or they're listening when you play games. Because I said back in the day, before this came out, literally a couple months before it did, I said, wouldn't it be cool? They have all these houses. Wouldn't it be neat if they made one where, you know, the house is a ship? And this is one of the first ship designs that they came out with. But I especially love this one because it's not a moving ship. It's just, and it's not just a ship. It's a ship, and it's in this whole like you'll see. It's in a cave cavernous area. It's really, really cool. That's why they call it the grotto. I love this. And when it came out, I'm like, yes, 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 yes. I have to get this. Love it. Stunning, gorgeous. And I was so pleased when they came out with this. Then later, probably, what was it, over a year or so ago, they came out with another one, which is a ship out on the ocean. But there's nothing you can do except everything has to be on the ship. It's a huge ship, don't get me wrong, but I like this way better. It's so beautiful. All right, and yeah, if you want to leave, you can go to the wheel and then you just press X to leave. But this is so cool. We're gonna do a tour of the inside of the boat first, and then I'll show you the surrounding area. But before we do that, you gotta check this out. Seriously, guys, this is so beautiful. The view is just amazing. This ship is kind of in this small little harbor area. There's some broken shipyard boats here that you'll see. It's kind of like a pirate's cove. That's how I look at it. Beautiful, beautiful, like huge waterfall. A couple of them going on back there. You have all that area down over there as well as on the beach. It's just massive. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And you get the boat. I mean, who doesn't love that? It's fantastic. And when this became available, I'm like, yes, highly, highly recommend it. If you like that whole nautical kind of idea, theme, whatnot. All right, let's go down below. I'll go in first person so you can see a little bit better. I have some seating area here. Again, went with Aldmeri furniture as much as I could, but some pieces had to mix and match because they just didn't have it. And then, you know, we have some shipping containers here and there because, well, that's to be expected, obviously. You're on a boat, right? So you're going to have that. Some lanterns. Okay, we'll go down a little bit further, down below. Do. All right. So this is one living quarter space. Again, you have a nice divider. You have the wardrobes. I like these, the Alinor candles on the stand. Again, they have the short and they have a tall one. I have used these for my vampire house, which I showcased a few streams back. They're fantastic. And they come with the candles on them. They're very, very nice. Nice piece to mix and match for different bunch of reasons with different houses. This is the more kind of grandeur canopy bed. Now, I could have put that in that other suite, but I was just like, nah, it's just too big. And with those other pieces, I just thought, no, it's a bit much. But here, kind of works. Looks nice. And the different nightstands. Again, the chair and table. And they have a whole bunch of different carpets. That green carpet is one of the largest carpets. There's that one, and then there's a red and blue one. Quite large, but this one is kind of their mid-range, I guess you could say. And they have a smaller one as well. Got trunk and mirrored desk, yep. You have to do your makeup. Or if you're shaving, I don't know. And let's see. Yep, more shipping containers. An area again, if you want a private area for studying. They have these pews for different types of chairs as well that work well with the writing desk. Again, wanted to add a little bit of color. Try to do that with some different plants. And then we have these different lanterns. These are really, really pretty lanterns. The detail on them is just amazing. Very, very nice. And before we continue down the hall, here's another room here. Again, just decorated a bit. This is a pretty fancy cargo ship, I would say, with the furniture in here, the style. If I was to make it more like a pirate ship, it would have a totally different feel and vibe to it. It wouldn't be quite as fancy, exotic, put it that way, with these pieces. I would say this is more kind of a trades ship of sorts. Trades, transportation. And then this, yeah, this is the red and blue. This is another big runner. And then this is doubled up to these tables. Dining area. For the crew. And then another room here. More trunks. Just a simple writing desk, another style. Went with a simpler chair instead of the pew. Kind of goes with this color wood. And again, you could put a bed in here if you wanted. It's kind of like a study room, whatever you would want to call it. Another type of trunk. Kind of like a different type of chest. And then, again, I wish these were full of wine bottles. That would have been nice, Bethesda, but no, didn't do that. And again, if you want to fill it, you can. It's very painstakingly annoying to do that. And then you're spending all these wine bottles. These are each and every one, taking up one space, right? Each. It's to be a bit much. And I don't think you want to be doing too much of that. You can, but realize you won't have as many things that you want because you're putting all these small pieces in there. Again, more of these benches, nice little seating area, reading spot maybe. And then kind of the cookery type area for serving. Storage of food, a bunch of different things. Very fancy. That works. It looks really nice. I love the attention to detail. Like, they don't have to do this, but it's really nice. Just like, for example, this. You could have just done it all wood, but they broke it up, which is really pretty. As we go up, again, another storage coffer. If you need space, you can do so. And then going up to the back up here on the main dock. And again, I thought it kind of needed more than just storage boxes inside. And I ended up putting up a few of these just here as well. But yeah, that works. All right, now we're gonna go down and take a look at a bunch of different things here. I just love this. It's so pretty. It's just absolutely stunning and beautiful. And there's an idea of the ship. You can see how big it is. You can see how big the masts are. And then that's the top of the cave. It's just huge all the way around. It's enormous. Just massive. It kind of reminds me of, actually, when I saw this, I was like, oh, love it. Not only because of what it looks like, but it totally reminded me, if you're a Goonies fan, you know how they're searching for One-Eyed Willie, the pirate, and his treasure and everything, and then they go to this one area where it's all like in this covered underground area in the water where the ship is docked. That's what it reminded me of. And even though this is Argonian, I didn't care. I thought it looked kind of neat. Have this smaller little boat you can travel on. And I added this. Doesn't come with it. Little extra little floating fishing dock off to the side. Some crab nets, whatnot, some floats. And I love my big clam shells with the oyster. And to give it more light, I used a lot of these hanging lanterns, and I thought it looked really, really pretty hanging from these huge pieces of coral. As such, you have all these different shipping containers. And I thought, wouldn't it be kind of cool to have like a little market here and whatnot? And it doesn't need to be anything big, but that way you can come here, get some fresh fish, some meat, nice breads, Sweet rolls. And over here, you need your vegetables. You can come here. Cooking ingredients. Got some fruits as well. Whole bunch of varieties. And then, you know me and my music boxes. I always like to add a little bit of music just for interest. And again, this one is the red diamond melody. Red diamond, right? And I thought, you know, someone's been busy fishing. Put this out there with the catch of the day. As you go down below on the beach, put this over here. It's a little tent kind of area. Even though it's Khaljit, that's okay. At the time when I had this, I had to mix and match a little bit more with different pieces, but I made it work. Now, this particular part of the beach is quite huge and enormous. I'll show you how far it goes, which is insane. You follow it all the way down here. You can put stuff as far back as you wish. You even go all the way back here if you really want. There's some broken pieces from other ships that didn't dock quite as nicely as they should have. I mean, this is a lot of space, guys. I mean, you can even go over to that little island and put something there if you wanted. And I actually did that not here, but over there. And you can swim over there. Gonna do that quickly so you guys can see from that perspective. Again, lots more of this coral. When you go over here, more rocks and then broken pieces of the ships here, even a piece there and there. So it might have been a storm and the water was up even higher. You don't know what happened, but they capsized and unfortunately didn't make it. And well, they were abandoned, obviously, because they weren't able to use them. And these lanterns look really, really sharp, actually, at nighttime when it gets a bit darker. It looks pretty. This piece, I was like, wow, this is fantastic. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous statue. And I thought, you know, I know it's not this, but it kind of reminded me, if you're into, like, the whole tiki theme, right? And I love the fact that this character... This is the Dread Father Sithis. And I love the fact that he has like that style of buccaneer type sword in his hand. And, you know, he's very evil. He's got all his different lanterns. And he has his sacrifice here. But it kind of reminded me of the style of like the headdress, and then just I don't know, something about it just reminded me of some kind of... It's not exactly tiki, it's not exactly Polynesian, it's not exactly Mayan either, but it's kind of like these areas where different islands are and everything, and where other inhabitants would be, kind of, right? And this is a really cool piece because you can actually interact with it. You can either have it completely turned off, you can have it where there's just the one brazier, two, or all three. That's it. And I just like it lit up, and it just, I thought as you come into this place, it's a really nice entrance piece, if that makes any sense. And I thought, yeah, that needs to be there. Looks good. And then again, over here, there's another little tent, fire. Someone just camped out. This beach is huge. You can go inside these ships as well, if you're curious. See what it looks like. And if you're wondering, yeah, but Chibs, how far can you swim out? That's a good question. I have tested that. If you go too far out, obviously, of the perimeter, you will be eaten by slaughterfish, which is not cool. But I'm going around the ship so you guys can see a little bit better what this looks like. It's just massive. It's just huge. Now we can't swim out to that rock because it's near impossible to get onto. Let's see. We can... What was it? Unless they changed it, but... I know I'm gonna get nibbled on. As long as I stay, I think, within here, I'm okay. I think I can make it maybe to that rock, but if I go anything past that rock, and that's when they start nibbling. Yep. Yep, right there. Oh, no, no. No, 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 no. Oh, I got it. Oh, yeah, they're like piranhas. Awful, awful, awful fish. But yeah, so that's the limitation. And that's about it. And if you go, and if you can make it any further to that rock, well, good on you. You're better than I am. But yeah, that's pretty much the limit, is right there. Now let's see if I can run. Run! Oh, I'm okay. Good. But yeah, they love to nibble, and they're nasty. They're not nice. They're like piranhas. And they'll just like eat you alive. It's crazy. And then I'll show you the other abandoned ships. They're kind of neat to take a look at. Unless they change this, you were able to swim out to those, no problem, because you're in the area. You should be safe. At least you used to be, anyways. Oh, there we go. There's the ship. Going on a weird angle here. Look at this. Ah. There we go. I go in there. This is very weird and trippy on my eye. It's on an angle. If you want, you can fill something in there if you wish. You do not have to, but you can. But isn't that beautiful? These waterfalls? It's stunning. Ugh. Gonna get over here. There we go. Oops, not the most graceful, sorry. There's just so much to see in this house, it's just insane. There we are, back again here. Now, this is a really cool piece that I was able to get. I love it. Love it, love it. So beautiful. And I put in a crystal to give it that kind of glow underneath the green. I embedded it and I thought this is perfect. It's from High Isle. If I had a High Isle house, I will put one of these in there as well. I like the fact that it has like the treasure chest and everything, right? And these other shipping barrels, containers, that kind of thing. Then off to the side here, like you have this big structure. And some people do stuff with it, some people don't. I decided this would be a good place to put my mounts and showcase them off, as well as my different head mounts pieces, because the walls were so tall that might as well make sense. And these are a couple of the different mounts I put in here. Again, you don't have to put all of them in. These are just a few that I wanted to showcase, that I liked. And then I have some Guar. And there's PJ and PJ Jr. my Kagoodies. And then again, more display pieces, trophies. And then to highlight it, I put in these Daedric chandeliers because I like the color. I thought it looked really, really pretty. And they're very bright. So cute. All right. And then we're going to go upstairs to the top here. Just love this. I thought also, because you're kind of in like a cavernous area, it made sense to have, again, these are fantastic. These are the Nord Torch, the triple. And I thought these are great. And they cast a lot of light. And it looks great against this rock face. So nice. And then I was able to get these from Specialty Furniture as well. Pardon me, I was going to say furniture, but furniture. And these are Alinor trellises. They came in blue and I believe purple, if I remember correctly. And I really like those. And I thought that would look nice on either side of this. And again, this place has been here a long time. I did a lot of these big vines as well, here and there, just to make it look like, you know, it's all overgrown, that kind of look. I wanted to add more of these kind of statues as well throughout here and there. I thought that would be kind of neat. the showcase, and it goes with all the stonework. Again, you have more of the overgrown ivy cascading down. Let's go up some more steps here. Again, I thought this would be a good place to showcase some more of these head bust trophies, as well as this wall here. I mean, if I wanted to, I could even put more up here. You have lots of options. And then this particular area, I came up with this idea. I wanted some seating, some plants, but I love this. I wanted my workstations here. I thought this would be a perfect place to put this. And I, at the time, got the waterfall fountain. I was able to get that, and I was like, oh, that would look perfect here. And my friend, who played a lot of this game with me at the time, he was kind enough and got me this statue, Mistress of Shadows, Nocturnal. And I love that piece. And I wanted it kind of like a nice feature amongst the water. And I thought that looks really neat. I did that. And then I added this in front of her, the arterial well, in case you need a top up. You can just go here and you just use it and you can top up your resources. And there you go. You're all good to go. Then going around the curvature, we have woodworking station, we have the blacksmithing, the cooking fire for provisioning, we have your clothing station, we have your outfit, or your used to be your dyeing station only, but that they changed, so it's also your outfit station. You can do dual purpose. And then off to the side here as well, I have the transmute station if you need to use that. The jewelry crafting station, the enchanting table, and the alchemy station, which is fantastic. I also put these in. They're orcish braziers, I know, but they looked really good. I like the stone, I like the wood and the light, how bright, how they cast off such a nice light about them. And they're sunken in a little bit, and you'll see them here and there throughout. And between that and then those torches, I thought that was best to highlight these areas. And this actual place itself, I made in preparation if I started a guild. And back in the day, I had not that many people join. It was just really close friends. And unfortunately, a lot of those people no longer play this game or have gone on to other games and whatnot, or have taken a break and will probably come back later. But they have access to this, and if they wish, they can utilize the facilities however they may. And then off to the side here, I added these great paintings. And if you're a collector, this is a nice place where you can place some of them. That's what I did. And at the same token, I thought, you know, this is great. I'll put my armory station here as well, because I got that later, and that was after I did that whole area, and I'm like, I have nowhere to put it, but this fits perfectly in this little corner area. And then some more of these paintings up along that wall, and that other space that I showcased as I was going up the stairs. I could easily put like more on this wall here, to the side there. There's lots of space to post and hang different types of artwork. Now this is another fantastic piece. I absolutely love this. And again, I thought these braziers look really nice on either side, lighting up this area. Love, love, love this statue. Highly recommended again. Wonderful piece. Beautiful. And I thought, this is just magnificent. It has to be here at this house. It just has to. The animation on this is insane. It's really, really cool. So this is Carnarthi's Blessing statue, right? And again, this came out when they did High Isle. And you can activate it. You can turn it completely off. It has the birds, the seagulls like flying around kind of thing. You can have it where it's just, I don't know if you can see too well, but it's just mist. And it's like little dandelion kind of spores in the wind flying around. You can have it where it has the water splashing and animation that way, but that's just by itself. There's no birds. Or you can have it where it's just all of them, if you wish. It's got like a whole bunch of things going on. And I thought, you know, it looks really cool. This is perfect location. She's holding, you know, the ship. She's in control of what's going on with the weather and the ocean, and I thought that's perfect. Got to put that piece here. That's where I put it. Then there's this area just down below as well. Again, more paintings to showcase that. This area here, more paintings. Lots of paintings. My valuable treasure. And there we go. There's the purple trellises. Put one there and one on the other side of the tapestry there. And I love this red guard fire pit. It just works in so many different places. It looks fantastic. Mixed it with these other Alinor pieces, high elf pieces. And it kind of worked really, really nicely, actually. We just have like this seating area and then, you know, desk area. Storage, wardrobe, whatnot. Maybe the captain does some extra work here when he's, you know, doing his thing. Don't know. Sky's the limit. You can do whatever you want. And again, for more light, I went with these orcish chandeliers. I thought they suited this particular area for highlighting and lighting up this. When it gets darker, it looks really, really nice. It's very pretty. And there's even more. There's more. Like I said, this place is massive. It's just huge. We go up top here. Again, showcasing more pieces of collected art. And then I just put on, they don't have this, I had to put these blocks in, but again, I thought it would be a nice place to kind of showcase more of these different bust trophies. And again, some more artwork. And then as you follow the path, I added more of these trees just for pop of color. You don't have to. I just did because I thought they looked kind of neat. And I liked how they kind of were all gnarly and just crooked and very pretty. And again, I love, and I tried to incorporate more of these statues because you see a whole bunch that I've been collecting. I have these two, and then the tomb here. I thought it'd be kind of nice to kind of balance it off on either side. You have the imperial statue, the warrior, and then the knight. Again, nice brazier. And then, this is really cool. It's a broken ship, this part. And what I did is a couple things. First of all, I thought this is appropriate. Let's hang the shark up above this, right? Kind of goes. Even though, yeah, it's from High Isle, like, whatever, that's fine. It's a cool thing, you can mix and match. So I thought, let's make this into another kind of living space quarters for someone. It's simple. But I wanted to utilize the space somewhat, right? And so that's what I did. And then there's more stuff up top. And even below. And. Okay. Then up here, what I ended up doing was this. Because again, I was making this for a possible guild, and I thought, oh, wouldn't this be a good place if I had multiple people visiting if they wanted? They have a nice place to sit. And then I thought we could hold like guild meetings here at this table kind of thing. And so the chairs and whatnot. And I thought, this is so pretty with the waterfall. This is beautiful. I like how I did this. Most of this is Redguard, I understand, but I just wanted to pop a color, and this is what I kind of came up with. And I thought, oh, I'll frame it with these lovely pots with these big ferns and plants and everything. I just like how it turned out. It looks really nice. And then there's another area down here. If you wish, you don't have to. If you wanted to, you could have, again, more pieces here. And I was starting to do that, but then what I ended up doing was, for one of my other houses, some of the pieces that I had in here, I took them out and used them and transferred them. But I did have like a bed and everything in here originally. Now if we go back up over here, this is not part of it. I added these extra boards, and there's a reason why, because there's another half of the boat here, which is up there. However, the only way you can get to it is by putting these boards if you want to, and that's what I did. I thought, you never know, what if I want to access this later? And I might change this. I don't know. I haven't fully decided, but I have the capability, if I wish, to again utilize this. I have another room space if I want to put stuff in here. I can. I don't have to, but it is another option should I decide to go that route. Oops, don't fall off the edge. There we go. And then, right by this beautiful waterfall, you have this area down here. Again, another room. Do with as you wish. There you go. Look at that view. That's amazing. But I'm going to go the other way so we can go up top. I think we can go up top if I remember correctly. Yep, we can. There's the stairs. Here's the absolute highest point. My gosh. Just to give you an idea. Look at that. That's insane. It's so huge. I really think if you can get your hands on this location, and if you like waterfalls, you like ships, you like kind of cavernous island secluded getaway places, then I would highly recommend this place. I just fell in love with it. And I was like, yes. I have to get this. Love it. I mean, I don't know who would not like this place. It's just gorgeous. The views alone are just spectacular. And it's got not one, but 2 huge waterfalls, for crying out loud. Nice water features. Tons of space to do with as you wish if you want. Right? Just amazing. Ah. Here I do it. If I do, I hope I don't hit the rocks. Do a running start. Jump. Oh, I died it. I hit the side. Oh no. If I moved more to the left, I would have made it, but because the rock's below, I just clipped it. A little too close. But yeah, you can jump off that, or you can jump off there if you wish. It's just beautiful. And this house is 700 pieces. That's because it's the largest class house. I have 674 out of 700, so I can add more if I wish. I have 2 out of 10 special furnishings, 95 out of 110 collectible furnishings, 10 out of 10 special collectibles. And yeah, this is mainly my primary residence, like I said, for anybody to kind of come and visit if they wish, compared to my other houses. And this is right there, which is the Colossal Aldmeri Grotto House. And I don't know why they say it's there, because that's not where it is. It's technically... I think their map system is hooped. It shows it there, but technically when you go to it, you have to go to that location there. And then the loading screen kicks in. And then it's almost like, why did you put that there? Because I guess where it lands, how it says I'm here, the boat would basically be docked underneath, I guess, in that particular area. But to get to it, it's right there. And those are the 2 houses. We showcased the Golden Gryphon Garret today. And now this one, Colossal Aldmeri Grotto. Again, really nice houses. Highly, highly recommend it. Beautiful, wonderful. Alright. Enough of that. We're gonna do some PvEing. We're gonna finish off this storyline. And like I said, if you missed out my announcement earlier, wanted to do some showcasing of some homes. Gonna continue on with the storyline. Then I'm gonna take a bit of a break because I'm making up for yesterday's stream I missed. And if you're into it and you want to, I'm going to be playing the Witcher game. Card game. Witcher card game. Okay, now we want to go. Where do we need to go? Zoom out of here. We're not in Summerset anymore. We're going to Westfield. Right, because we have to go here. Let's just fast travel over there. We're so close to finishing this storyline off, which is good. I just wish these loading screens were a lot quicker. That's the only thing. Maybe one day. But not today. Okay. Now we need to run over here. That's where we last finished the storyline. We have to talk to the other characters. We need to talk to Baragon. Why is it every door? Well, that was faster. Why is it some are faster than others? I don't understand. Okay. Now, if you missed out, you're unlocking all of these different things. I still need to do one more world boss here. And I'm missing... I always miss out on this. It's active right now because it's like flashing. I can see it as I speak. It's like, no! Whenever I go there, it's already done. I'm like, no! I have to finish that. And I'm pretty much done what I can tell, all the quests except for the main quest line, which is what we're doing. We only have 2 left, right? And then that's it. Then we're done. Alright, Baragon, let's talk, shall we?
The Legionary found you. Good. I was reviewing recent reports from the Tribune Scouts just before you came in. The recollection's on the run, but the Miramore incursions continue unabated. Shard Marshal Vargas isn't done with us yet.
Yes, Athelia said she was leaving our world. Why are the Shardborn still attacking, though?
Shard Marshal Vargas clearly intends to conquer Westweald for her prince. She made that quite apparent at Feldegard Keep. But there may be another motive for the incursions. If Vargas keeps us busy here, we can't interfere with Athelia's plans.
What do you mean, though?
Athelia said something about a loom and restoring what was lost. And her plan probably leads to the end of reality that Laramil keeps going on about. Let's take the fight to Athelia and maybe prevent whatever she has in mind. Are you with me?
All right, let's stop Athelia.
Take a look at the Skein of Secrets. If Athelia returned to Miramore, wherever that is, then perhaps the Skein can show us how to follow her. It's worth a try anyway.
Okay, a few questions before I get too in depth. You said you had reports of more Shardborn incursions. Care to discuss?
I have my own contacts. Old habits die hard, I suppose. But these came from Legion scouts reporting to Tribune Alea. They send word that Miramore monsters are still appearing out of thin air all across the Weald.
Shouldn't we try to defend Westfield from these incursions, you think?
I imagine you could make a real difference against these Daedric monsters, but we can win a lot of battles and still lose the war.
True.
These incursions are going to keep coming until we stop them at their source. We need to deal with Shard Marshal Vargas.
So with this King Nantharian's death, what happens to Vashabar then?
The Wood Elves aren't going to pack up and return to Valenwood, if that's what you're asking. Nantharian was wrong about many things, but there's room for Bosmer in Westweald. I think the Colovian neighbors will come to see that too.
Well, then who's going to end up ruling Vashabar?
I think Vashabar is done with kings. Nantharian came from an old family in Silvanar, so the Bosmer who followed him accepted that title. I imagine they'll choose a new leader with a little more humility. Greenspeaker Daralith would be a good choice.
You said you had... Oh, sorry. I asked that question. Yes. Okay, so that's that. Now, Laramil the Wise, do you have anything to add?
As Hermaeus Mora feared, the Prince of Past threatens the pillars of causality upon which reality stands. Yet Baragon's plan offers a glimmer of hope, a single thread of fate spreading out from this moment. See what the skein reveals, Proxy.
I hate that she calls me that. I don't know why. I just don't like it. It's just like minion kind of thing. Like, really? Can't you call me by my name? All right. What do you have to say? Why is she not talking? Use the skin of secrets. All right, so this is this map.
Does that mean anything to you, Laramil?
There are many hidden paths between the planes. I
Okay.
suspect the skein of secrets has showed us one. Prepare yourselves.
How exactly do we prepare ourselves for oblivion?
That's where we gotta go where that
A good
spider
point.
is.
There is no telling what we may encounter. Still, that is our course.
What do you think?
Not sure how a location in the Weald gets us to oblivion, but I'd like to hear if Laramil can tell us anything about the place.
Yeah, no kidding. Laramil, what do you have to say?
Fascinating. Wendir is another Ayleid ruin, but the skein of secrets offers no explanation beyond a mark on a map. A subtle tool indeed, worthy of the Lady of Whispers. I am curious, Proxy. What exactly did you see when you looked at the skein?
Well, for me, the skein of secrets revealed a location in Westfield, north of Skingrat.
Yes, it showed me the same. A place where Athelia used her power.
Mm-hmm.
I doubt she is still unknown. The skein presents us with a strange puzzle that we must solve. When you saw Athelia with Vargas in Miskarkand, what exactly did she say?
Well, she said it was time to go home, and something about a loom and restoring what was lost.
A loom.
Mm-hmm.
As in a weaving apparatus?
Yep.
Intriguing. As for Athelia's home, her realm in oblivion was forgotten when she was. No records exist that can point us to Miramor. And the thought of restoring what was lost, I do not like the sound of that.
Then what exactly is the skein of secrets showing us?
The point to which we must travel to follow Athelia, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps we will find a portal to her realm there. Or mayhap there is something we are meant to learn in Wendir. We must trust the skein. I shall meet you there, Proxy.
Alrighty. Yeah, because when I was talking to Baragon and I was first introduced to that, basically the map, when you see that where it's like, oh, use that map and where to go kind of thing. When we were discussing that earlier, we basically came to the same conclusion. It's like, oh, kind of shows either where she was or is on the map currently. Right, now it's saying it was kind of up here. Yeah, there we go. Right. Let us fast travel there. But you know what? I'm cheap, so I am just going to use the other way shrine because it's not that far from here. By the time I get there, it'll probably cost me 72 or 73 gold coins. That's okay. Always get lost. No, it's this way. That's right.
I just heard the news. King Nantharian was killed, defeated by the Legion's mercenary. And did you hear?
Do.
Some forgotten Daedric prince.
Okay. Ah! Why did you zoom out like that? That's weird. Okay, now let's fast travel. There we go. Free! Free is always good. Good, good, good. Alright. Now, we need to go there. Right. Where is that on my compass? Oh, it's east. Okay. Get on PJ Senior here. Just head on over there. Oh, is this with all the Oh dear. I think I know where... I did this, and I think this is where all the Minotaur are. You were kind of annoying. Not gonna lie. Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. That's it, throw your tantrum. Thank you. They act like little kids. They're smashing a toy or bottle on the ground. I don't know. It's just like bang, bang, bang. I jump up there? Oh, I did. Yay. Oh, no. Oh, I just barely made it. On the edge. There we go. And there. Perfect. I'm scratching so badly because today it was gorgeous outside, but in the process, I got pretty, like, doesn't look it because I haven't been really out in the sun, and it's been pretty rainy for like the longest time. So I haven't really had a chance to go out really in the nice sunny weather. And I think, like, I don't really tend to burn. I've never really had that problem. But when I do get an initial little bit of what would be considered for most people a burn, it just makes my skin itchy, and I'm like, scratching so bad. So if you're noticing me do that, that's what that is all about. Okay, now, where do we need to go? Oh, was I not supposed to go here? I just assumed to go in here. Maybe I'm not. Hold on. No, it says, well, talk to Lady Abella above. Oh, yeah. I just assumed it was supposed to be in this area. My mistake. I would have gone through all of that, and it's like, no, just have to go there. Oops. There we go.
I sense an anomaly here, Proxy. A place where the veil between realms can be parted. Perhaps Abolisher can be of use.
Yeah, an Abolisher, in case you guys are like, what the heck is she talking about? The special, as you go through the storyline, you collect this sword, and that's the name of it, so. And it helps you open these realms to fast travel kind of thing, these portals.
And reopened by Abolisher.
But a portal to where?
Ooh, Fargrave Outer Ruins. This will be interesting. Curiouser and curiouser. This reminds me of Fargrave. Just looking at it. It's got that kind of vibe about it.
Curious. This is Fargrave.
Yeah.
Did Athelia come this way to make use of the celestial palanquin?
Oh, there you go. I was right. Okay.
Baragon and Tribune Alea were right behind us, but have not yet appeared. We should confer, Proxy.
Yeah, because I was like, wait a second. This looks like Fargrave.
The portal deposited us in the demiplane of Fargrave.
Mm-hmm.
It is a realm without a prince that serves as a crossroad through oblivion. 1,000 doors lead in and out of Fargrave, or so it is said. But the fate of Baragon and the Tribune concerns me.
You know, I've actually been in Fargrave before.
I am not surprised. Many who travel the plains pass through Fargrave. I do not recognize this quarter of the city, though. Nor can I explain what happened to our allies. Perhaps it was some effect of Athelia's presence.
Maybe. But what are you thinking? What do you mean by that?
The Shardborn are here in force. And in my previous visits, I never saw anything like those crystalline growths ahead. I think Athelia reshaped this part of Fargrave when she came this way, which may have affected our portal too.
So did Athelia pass through Fargrave on her way to somewhere else, you think?
That is one possibility. But another occurs to me now. The true origins of Fargrave are lost. You said Athelia intended to return home. I wonder if this was her realm before she was forgotten.
Oh, interesting. You think that Fargrave then is basically Miramore, is that correct?
A mere conjecture. But if this lost quarter of Fargrave was once part of Athelia's realm, it has fallen into ruin during her long absence. Well, we will not find our allies or the answers we seek standing here. Let us continue.
Okie dokie. Sounds good. Yeah, because I'm like, this is Fargrave. What the heck? Now, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to take advantage, get some XP, might as well, because we just don't know. Yeah, see these things up here? These crystals, that's what she's talking about. Because those aren't normally on those buildings, and actually, believe it or not, when I was playing throughout the Westfield area, I actually, where is it here? I don't know if I can... the collections. No, hold on. Nope. Wrong button. Inventory. Furnishings. Will it show it on there? Yeah, it was like this one piece, and I'm like, okay, interesting. But where am I going to use that? Where is it here? This one. Yeah. This is that piece that she's talking about on those buildings. The lucent defensive spike, and it's curved. And I'm like, okay, interesting piece. I have no idea where or how I would incorporate that in any way, shape, or form on any of my houses, but I have it. And that's like an example. You put it on top of the building like that, it looks like. Alright, now we need to go over here, it says. Let's do that, and hopefully you don't get killed in the process. Now, I don't know if Laramel is going to actually do anything, but we'll see. You just never know. Okay, what the heck? I got knocked over by some windstorm thing. That's annoying. Okay, stop talking to me. I'm trying to pick up my loot. Thank you. Stop talking. Follow the crystal path.
See where they lead,
Okay. Like she left a trail behind where she's walking. They keep on popping up here and there. Okay, now go past this. It's too bad I don't have my Templar, because I'd love to just go chuck. I'm off the edge there. Okay, now where do I need to go? Over here, I guess?
The crystal grows more prominent, as if mirror follows.
Come on. Wow, that animation took forever. I don't know why, but it's really bad sometimes when I'm trying to pull off some of these moves. It's very irritating, I'm not gonna lie. And I wish that Bethesda would fix that, because that's not just me, other people have noticed that and mentioned that too. That I play with on ESO. It's very frustrating actually. Because you have to press your buttons like way more than you would normally ever. Just to pull off these different rotations. It's very irritating actually. Like I pressed that button 4 times just to pull it off twice. Like really? Bit much. Oh, I hate this guy. He's so creepy. It's like a combination of a human and a scorpion. It's just weird. Do you see that? It's like it's got hands for feet. It's just... I don't like that design at all. It's just creepy. It just looks weird. Oh.
That door. I believe
Like we gotta go there.
In the portal somehow. There's a door up here too. We'll meet you on the other side.
Oh, okay. Let's go through. Let's see what's past this door. Dun dun dun. Follow the crystal path. Okay. Gotta go all the way there.
Beware! Child Marshal Vargas is above you.
Uh-oh.
In the very heart of our power, I banish you to the many paths, never to return.
Oops. Alright, what do you have to
Vargas
suggest?
banished our allies into the many paths. He took everything I had just to shield us. Baragon and Tribune Leia are beyond our help for now.
Oh, that's
We
nice.
must go on without them.
We'll just abandon them. It's fine. Fine, whatever.
I am sorry, Proxy. I tried to shield our companions, but I could not. It took all the strength I could muster to prevent us from being banished along with them. The Queen Shard Marshal Vargas is much more powerful than when we last faced her.
Well, you know, Shard Marshal Vargas said she banished Baragon and Tribune Leia to the many paths.
Yes. Baragon and Tribune Leia ceased to be real to us, and became real somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
That is the nature of the many paths, and a terrifying example of how the ability to navigate them can be misused.
So, can we use that lamp of clarity to find them, you think?
Perhaps, but only if we can find a point of connection in this plane. Shard Marshal Vargas must have hurled our allies through physical distance, as well as beyond this reality.
So where do you think Baragon and Tribune Leia are then?
They are someplace else. The many paths lead to different possibilities, different realities. There is no way to know where Vargas sent them. Our best bet is to continue on. Perhaps we shall locate a connection where the lamp can be used.
I don't know, maybe it's just me. I don't really care for Laramel as a character. I'm just like, meh. I just find her kind of odd. Oh dear. Oh, there's a big. I was gonna say big mosquito, but it's a dragonfly. Ugh.
The threads of fate surrounding Fargrave are interminable. Something significant shall soon occur.
You think? Jeez Louise, what the heck? Tentacles, everything's coming up. Silver blobs. I got all these things trying to kill me. Come on, Laramil, do your job. Be useful, not useless. Oh, why is that thing hiding? Oh, sure, you hide behind the pillar. Because you didn't want to get electrocuted. Turn you into ash. Alright, now.
A lingering memory. Use the echo proxy.
There we go. Stop calling me proxy. I hate that name. So irritating.
What you seek is fear. The loom of the untraveled road. I have no idea what it is, but I am certain it's important.
You can stare at the sealed portal until you go mad, Vargas. I go in search of my missing memories.
Tortoisage and Vargas before they recovered what had been forgotten. Let us talk. I almost feel sorry for Athelia's scions. To exist for millennia, tormented by the sense they were missing something, and could not find their purpose. The loom of the untraveled road. That must be the loom Athelia spoke of in Miscarcant.
So even before she remembered why, Shard Marshal Vargas was drawn to this place.
Indeed. Clearly the loom of the untraveled road is an apparatus of great importance. Vargas forgot what it was, yet its existence never ceased to gnaw at her. This is where Athelia's trail has been leading us. We must find a way to follow.
How are we going to do that?
Perhaps there is something more here than our mortal senses can perceive. In this reality, the archway and mirrors have long since lost their power. But in the many paths, that might not be so. Use the lamp of clarity, Proxy.
Alrighty. You say so. This is kind of cool. Look at all these, like, mirrors. Yeah, they're all broken and smashed. Let's use this lamp. Ooh.
A dormant portal. Proxy, we must find a way to activate it.
Yeah, easier said than done.
The symbols the lamp of clarity revealed above the mirrors are the same as the ones that appear in the portal archway. There is certainly a connection.
What do you think I should do?
The runes above the arch and the runes revealed on the mirrors by the lamp of clarity are the same. Perhaps activating the mirrors in a specific order is how we can revive the dormant portal and get inside.
Okay, let's
The
try.
symbols in the mirrors match the symbols above the arch. That must indicate something.
Okay, what do they have? So it looks like this one first, maybe.
That did something. Try interacting with more of the mirrors.
And it looks like it's this one next. Then what is the third one? I just want to make sure. Okay, it is that one. Okay. And then the last one.
Well done. The dormant portal has awakened.
Ta-da!
I am curious to see the loom of which Athelia spoke. Let us proceed.
And you can actually get this as a piece for special furnishing in the furnishing store, actually, which is kind of cool. Store. Where you'd put it, I have no idea. But it is cool. Excuse me. Oh. I wish these crystals, like, I like them. I wish they weren't just plain white. I wish they were kind of more luminescent, kind of coloring to them. I think that would have been kind of cool. But, you know, maybe next time. Can't have everything. Alright. Oh, wow, she's been very, very busy. A lot of crystal here, there, everywhere.
This is another isolated section of Fargrave, or a pocket dimension within the demiplane.
Okay, looks like we gotta go this way.
Face renew your vigor, Roxy.
I find these ads, they're supposed to help in the story, are just more a hindrance than anything. It's just... I know they're supposed to be part of the storyline, but honestly, I just am like, get out of my way.
Proxy, look. Another memory.
Proxy,
Use the
look.
Echoneer.
Isn't it amazing? Use this. Yes, yes, yes. Jeez, lady. So bossy.
My name of the untraveled road fills this place. From its core, I can break the shackles of fate, undo mistakes, unlock possibilities, create new histories.
Athelia can use the loom to change history. That is how she will restore what was lost.
He's using a weaving loom to change fate. Interesting.
This is a gift. The gift of unconstrained choice.
Weaving looms are not actually quite that easy to use. Just FYI.
What they choose to be true. All shall
And they're
benefit.
very time consuming.
A wonderful gift indeed, my prince.
Athelia and Vargas have reached the loom's core. We must reach them before they destroy the reality we know.
Alright. If we must, I guess. Now, you want me to what? You want me to get all the way down there? Okay, let's go down there. Now, how does one get down there? Do I have to go this way? Yep, okay. Or I could try jumping. I know for a fact I wouldn't survive that jump if I landed. Like, ah! Oh, sure. Now you're hungry.
The currents of fate shall revitalize you.
What are you doing? She's like so far behind for someone who's supposed to be helping me. You wouldn't know. Like, I'll just stay back here. Yeah, Proxy, you go on ahead. That sounds good, yeah.
That great skeleton above is one of the very...
Oh, Proxy!
Feel the currents of fate flow through.
By the way, just give me a holler. And you want my help. Otherwise, you're doing fine. Thanks. Nermil.
Threads of fate restore your strength.
Where's that other character? She had really cool animation. She had the those horses. But again, I'm like, why are you... If you're so OP'd, why do you need me in the storyline? Even, really? Kind of confusing. Okay. Oh, more guys. Okay, fine. What? Oh, shoot. This thing is so ugly. Like, who puts hands for feet on this thing? Then it's got like a scorpion's tail. I don't know. It's just a hodgepodge of everything. This is horrible. Ugly. Okay. What is this now?
Do you see the arches before us? I think they mark the doorway to the next part of the loom.
I guess. Very sparkly. There's a lot going on here.
I am not sure how to proceed, and we have no time to wander aimlessly. Perhaps the skein of secrets can show us the way.
Alright. Oh, darn.
Are you injured?
No, I'm fine. Thanks.
The skein of... I am surprised you were not injured, Proxy. Unrolling the skein of secrets appeared to precipitate a reciprocal paroxysm that is, it triggered a backlash, as I am sure you noticed.
Thanks for that. Something blocked me from using the skein of secrets.
Indeed. And whatever caused that also completely drained the skein's power. Perhaps Athelia protected the loom of the untraveled road against the influences of her rival princes. Or is this some property of the loom itself?
Athelia protected the loom? How?
I cannot say. Daedric princes are supreme within their own realms. The longer we are delayed, the stronger Athelia grows. In fact, the next defense we trigger may be more dangerous. I do not think it would be wise to use Abolisher here.
So then what are we going to do?
I have witnessed enough of Athelia's realm to feel the power flowing through it. I believe I can use my portal magic to proceed deeper into the loom, perhaps even reach its core. As long as Athelia does not sense our approach, we should be fine.
Fingers crossed, yeah. Okay. Enter the portal.
Hurry now. The portal I opened should carry us as far as the loom's core.
Here we go. Explore the area. There's not much to really explore. It's just very vast, very open concept.
Athelia does not wish to be disturbed.
Oh.
Rot in the very prison that held her for all those eons.
Oh.
Vargas diverted my portal. She trapped us in Athelia's prison. I see a memory. Use the echo near.
Alright, let's look at a memory.
This is how it must be.
Oh.
Athelia. For the sake of
There's Hermaeus.
you cannot walk free.
You cannot contain me forevermore. In time, I will escape this cell.
No fate that I foresee results in your freedom. I am sorry, Athelia, but I do this to preserve reality.
Hermaeus Mora could
Dun,
not
dun,
predict what he could not perceive. Athelia's scions, the unseen. Come, we must find a way to escape.
Yeah, so it looks like she was stuck in this kind of glass orb or something originally before she got out. Okay. Now where do we gotta go? Oh, over here.
I sense something hidden here. Use the
sense
lab of
something.
clarity, Proxy, but carefully.
Don't die from using it. Okay,
The
fine.
lab still functions, and it revealed a path. We should follow its guidance.
Oh my goodness, okay. Like how she's like, yeah, go on ahead. Just, you know, you'll be fine. It's only a blob of aluminum foil. You'll be fine. Actually, it looks more like liquid mercury. But, you know, who's counting? Oh. Oh, he's stuck.
Baragon? These ruined mirrors look into different realities. They may be doors to the many paths. See if the lamp of clarity can free him.
Give it a try. It did. Yay, Baragon.
Shard Marshal Vargas sent us somewhere. The Fargrave we were exploring faded away. I suddenly found myself in another version of our reality. A mirror world. Dark and empty, full of soul-crushing dread. Like an iron fist around my heart.
A mirror world? Can you describe it?
I don't know how else to explain it. Whatever part of the many paths I was hurled into, it was a dark reflection of our reality. Timeless, empty. Not a world made of mirrors, but the world you see in a mirror. Am I making any sense?
Well, where's Tribune Aaliyah then? Wasn't she with you?
I don't know. I never saw her after Vargas cast a spell. She might have been in the world I was trapped in, or she could be anywhere. On the other side, mirrors are like windows. You can see through them, but that's all. I waited here and hoped.
You think we could escape from this prison through the many paths?
These were the only mirrors I found. I couldn't pass through until you used the lamp. I'm not sure there's a way out of the many paths without some sort of help. Let's stay in this reality, friend. I think we can reach the end of the maze from here.
Alright, we'll give it a shot.
There is no escape by the road Baragon followed. We must continue on. Lead the way, Proxy.
Yeah. Okay, so looks like got a zigzag here and there and I don't know. Somewhere. Because I don't think we want to... Yeah, I don't think we go back, did we? Escape the prison. I'm assuming we go through it. Otherwise, what was the point? Zigzag, zigzag. Okay. Go this way. Try not to get electrocuted. Oh, there she is.
Get me out of here!
Okay, use the lamp. And I got electrocuted in the process. Wonderful.
I thought I was never going to get out of there.
The lamp. Its power is gone.
Yep,
At
he's
least
the
we
last
saved
of it.
Tribune Aaliyah. Now that we are together again, let us find an exit from this place.
Yeah, working on that. Oh, it looks like right over there.
An anomaly like the one we observed at Wendian.
He's
We must
Abolisher.
try abolish her, no matter the risk. It works, and Abolisher appears unaffected for now. Let us leave this place.
Dun dun dun. Where are we going to next? I wonder, I wonder.
What in the name of all the divines is that thing?
A Daedric apparatus of unimaginable... We must find our way to the loom's core and destroy that
I see
infernal
Athelia,
machine.
Shard Marshal Vargas, and Torvasard down there.
What are we waiting for then? Let's finish this.
Good lord, that thing's huge. This is massive. A lot of crystal. Okay. How does one get down there now? I gotta go all the way around. Try not to get electrocuted.
Now I can undo my long imprisonment. Make it so I was never. I found a path in which the princes and I were never in conflict. And with the loom, I shall weave it into this reality.
Yeah, I like that animation. That's pretty cool. The horses, that's really neato. That totally reminds me of Diablo 3 with the Crusader character. How you could get that animation as well. Pretty cool. Oh, yeah. Still have to do another one. No, no, no. I have to do a certain animation, otherwise if I don't do it, then yeah, it won't work. Okay, that one's broken. No, don't want to fall off the edge. Okay, go this way, I guess.
Athelia has not yet activated the loom. We can still intervene.
Okay, if you say so.
Incredible. This must be the very heart of Athelia's domain.
Yeah, we got more guys here coming. We gotta talk some other time.
The current of fate shall revitalize you. Feel the current of fate flow through you.
Why is there a dragonfly hanging around there? That's weird. Okay, now where do we go? Oh, all the way through there, maybe? I guess we just jump down? Yeah, I guess so. Okay. Defeat Shard Marshal Vargas.
Shard Marshal's waiting for us.
Defeat Shard Marshal Vargas so we can reach the loop.
Vargas is shielded, friend. Use Abolisher to destroy the portal.
Oh, ow! Guess I gotta do the ones on the sides first. There's one. I gotta do it so many times. Oh Jesus, there's this guy too. My God. Get off me. Go away. A lot of animation going on. It's crazy. Oh, now it's her. Okay. Oh. Mister. He's fast. Oh great, now I gotta do this again? Oh shoot. Yep, rotation. Use abolisher! Do this! I gotta do it like, I think 2 or 3 times? Ah, shoot. Annoying. Oops. I'm that wrong. Ah, so irritating, all these distractions. Yep. So many of those guys, so irritating. My goodness. Ah, shoot, she just jumped right out of the way. It's like she just... No. Annoying mechanics. Jesus. Can't see, there's like horses, there's like everything in my way. It's like, oh my god. Bit annoying. Da-da-da. Taking a long time to get rid of that. And then observe Athelia. There she is up there. What's she doing? Oh dear.
It's destroyed, my prince. We must leave this place.
I am the last tomorrow, the Unweaver, I am filled with the power of the many paths. Come, Torvasad, away!
You did it, friend. But what's happening to Athelia?
Well, she's turning evil, it seems like.
Something else.
Abolisher is depleted, but it did its job. The loom has been destroyed. I shall open an exit. Let us leave this place.
Yeah, but now what am I supposed to do next time? That sucks. All the things I need are now destroyed. So I'll have to see how that goes. I don't know. Where is he? Above. Oh, upstairs. Okay.
Good to see you, comrade. Baragon's waiting for you in the relic room.
Alright.
Hello, friend. Put the relics in the case, please. They may be powerless now, but we shouldn't forget the part they played in all this. I'm not sure I want to keep those in my house forever, but that's good for now. Let's talk. I know losing the use of the relics is bad, but at least we destroyed the loom and stopped Athelia from changing our reality. You know, I can't even conceive of what that actually means. But now that we're back in Westweald, on to local matters.
What was that about local matters?
I convinced Count Calantius and Greenspeaker Derelith to sit down and talk. They're finally ready to discuss stabilizing relations between Skingrad and Vashabar. I offered my home as a private venue for their meeting. They also want to speak to you.
Really? The Count and the Greenspeaker want to talk to me?
Don't look so surprised. You're a hero. You brought down Nantharian and defeated Shard Marshal Vargas. Yes, there are Recollection and Shard-born stragglers to deal with, but you earned the trust of both Wood Elves and Colovians through your actions.
Alright, I'll talk to Count Calantius and Greenspeaker.
They're waiting for you out in the hall. I don't know what exactly they want to talk about, but it probably wouldn't hurt to remind them that friends make better neighbors than enemies.
True. I really like how they put these display cases, and what they are is basically sunken in these tables. That's it. They're just on their sides. And then the legs are sunken in the walls. But I like how they did that. That's actually kind of cool. And a neat idea to possibly do with some of the display cases that you can get for a housing item. You might want to try that. Don't put it in too far though, because once it's set, then that's it. They're pretty hard to get out. You want to make sure that's where you absolutely want them. But that's a neat way to display stuff. I like that. Alright, we want to go... Where are they? Oh, they're over here. Let's see. Okay, Greenspeaker.
Traveller, we hope to see you here. I'm told you killed King Nantharian beneath Vashabar's very roots. I know he had to be stopped, yet the tragedy will haunt me. He started with a great vision before he wandered onto dark paths.
Are you now the leader of Vashabar?
Vashabar is done with kings, but I can speak for the people of Dawnwood. It falls to me to make good on the obligation Nantharian left us. We must try to make amends for the damage he inflicted on Westweald.
And how do you plan to do that?
You and Tribune Leia showed us what's possible when we accept a little help. We can't give back what Nantharian has taken, but we can promise to be good neighbors going forward. And we will not advance beyond Dawnwood. That is all we need.
What about the Wildburn, though?
If we find any more Wildburn seeds, we will destroy them. As for the area of devastation, our Greenspeakers shall attempt to repair the damage and restore the land. It will take time, but nature will heal. It always does.
Okey-doke. Man, that's a huge block of cheese.
Tribune Alea has spoken at length about you and enthralled me with tales of your exploits on behalf of Westweald. And to think you're not even a native of Skingrad or Vashabar. I hope it isn't too late for us to learn something from your example.
Too late? What do you mean exactly?
It will not be easy to overcome the distrust the recollections sowed between Colovians and Wood Elves. But thanks to your valiant defense of Westweald, I think I can convince my people to see the opportunities here, not just the threats.
So you're saying you want the widows of Vashbar to stay?
For my part, yes. Of course, I must persuade some nobles and landowners to part with abandoned estates they can no longer return to. But I want to see the new forest held by allies of Skingrad, not left empty to be overrun by monsters and outlaws.
So, what do you suppose will happen next?
I spend a lot of coin to buy land. And with that land, I secure a treaty of cooperation with our new neighbors. I thank you, hero. You aided Westweald in our time of need. Wherever your journey leads next, Skingrad is forever in your debt.
Oh, you're most welcome.
Nantharian betrayed all we hold sacred, Count Calantius. And he has paid for his crimes with his life.
I want no war with Vashabar, but Nantharian left Ostermere in ruins and killed our people.
We cannot return Dawnwood to the seed it sprang from, but we too seek peace. We shall do everything we can to prove ourselves friends and allies to the Weald.
Well, at least they're somewhat talking. I guess.
Through all we faced, it wasn't until I was lost in the many paths that I realized the true danger to the Weald. I think you saved everything when you destroyed the loom of the untraveled road. Of course, Athelia is still out there, somewhere.
And don't forget Torvasard. But did you see how Athelia transformed when she absorbed the power from the loom?
That's tomorrow's problem, friend. You stopped the recollection, and you held back the forces of Miramor. The people of Westweald can handle what's left of Athelia's servants. We're free to find our own way forward now. Thanks to you.
Woohoo! And I got, what is this? A bunch of different things. Oh, you got another deck fragment, life's reflection. It looks like a staff. And Eknir fragment. And 701 gold. And a skill point. Not bad.
We saved Westweald and preserved history. But Prince Athelia still roams free.
Doomed. We're all doomed. Mortal reality itself is threatened.
Uh-oh. Oh no. What now, Scrut? What's going on?
Mortal, something's wrong. Hermaeus Mora senses fates, futures winking out of existence. Potentials he predicted that will never be. I feel these instabilities rippling across reality. This must be Athelia's doing, but we need to be certain.
What do you mean instabilities?
Instabilities! Places where the threads of fate fray and shred. And it's getting worse. I sense one forming in Westweald even now. But this one feels different. Addressing anomalies of fate is my sacred duty, but these scare even me.
So what are you thinking? Like, what do you suggest?
I suggested we hide in the Icor Sea until this blows over. But the Great Eye said no. So I need you and Laramil to accompany me to the instability. Will you serve as Fate's chosen once more? I'll give you those pieces of gold you like so much.
Alright, I'll accompany you and Laramil to examine this instability, as you say.
Before we depart, gather the Daedric relics, Abolisher, the Lamp of Clarity, and the Skein of Secrets. Even though they're depleted, the Great Eye has seen that you will need them in the trials to come.
Mm.
And I'm certainly not going to carry them.
If the energy has been depleted, then yeah, what possible purpose could the relics still serve?
Haven't you realized by now that the Great Eye doesn't share the whys and wherefores with the hired help? But if Hermaeus Mora tells you to spin, you ask how many revolutions. And yes, I'm speaking from experience.
Is there anything else, though, that you can tell me about these instabilities?
I haven't had a chance to examine them yet. All I can tell you is that they're very disturbing. The way they shred fates before they're born. And they're growing more powerful. So, if you could get a move on, maybe we could do something about them.
Bossy, bossy, bossy. The energy in the relics have been depleted. Oh, right. I already asked that. Okay. Fine.
The relics are this way, gathering dust on the tiny mortal's wall.
Greenspeaker Derelith, Count Calentius. I'm afraid our friend has urgent business to take care of.
Now that you have the relics, I suppose I must open a portal to the instability. This way, mortals.
Consider it done.
Where I go. Okay, so he talked to them. What does she have to say? Just want to make sure I haven't missed anything.
Back out of the stew pot and into the fire. We won't let Athelia get away this time. Let's get those relics and head out.
Okay, so she is going to come with me.
You saved Dawnwood from suffering, war, and ruin. The Tree Sap people, thank you.
You're welcome.
I hope this is the start of something momentous. For the first time, I truly believe there can be trust, even friendship, between Skingrad and Vashabar. I would like to think Greenspeaker Derelith feels the same.
Now, this is the start of yet, I believe, if we look at this. Oh! Really? I thought we just finished 4, but it says we got 5 out of 5. Unless this is just the continuation of the last one. They just combined the 2. Interesting. Okay. However, I'm noticing the time. I will be back, but if you missed out at the beginning, I showcased some homes, 2 houses. Then I was going to do some PvE. I'm making up for yesterday's stream that I wasn't able to attend. I'm going to take a quick break. I think this is a good time to park this. I will be back, but I will be playing the Witcher card game Gwent next. And if you'd like to join me in on that and my adventures on that game, you're more than welcome to attend that. I'm going to take like maybe about not even a 5-minute break. So if you want to grab some bevies, some snacks, go to the washroom, whatever. I know that's what I'm going to do quickly, do some stretching a little bit as well. And yeah, then I will be starting up Gwent, the Witcher card game in next about, like I said, about 10 minutes from now. So it's about my time. It says 12:05 a.m. So we'll say about quarter after, 12:15. And we will pause this here, I think. And I will continue on with that story next Elder Scrolls stream. I think that's a good place to pause it. We're very, very close, though. I think that's what I'm going to do. Because otherwise I won't have time to do that other game that I want to showcase as well. Because yesterday I was supposed to play and showcase Gwent, the Witcher card game, but I thought, well, to make up for it, I'll do ESO like I normally do on Fridays for my bonus streams. And then what I'll do is do a bit of that, take a quick break, and then, yeah, continue on this evening, early morning, I guess, with the other game. So on that note, we'll log out. I have to set up because the other game is on PC, whereas this game I'm playing on PlayStation, PS4 Pro. But if you guys can bear with me, I'll be back at, like I said, 10 minutes from now. So quarter after 12 a.m. my time, Pacific Standard Time. And we'll catch you guys there. If you're able to attend, great. If you're not, I'm sorry to see you go, but we'll see you next time on the next ESO stream. Till then, later guys, have a good one. Catch you later in about 10 minutes. Bye-bye.